been over 4 hours.
I'd like to call to order the Finance Committee for November 10th, 2020 at 5:15. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Alderman Madden,
Here.
Alderman Kubaki,
Here.
and Alderman Wolf.
Here.
Mayor Paskowski is here. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Public meeting notice.
The meeting was noticed in accordance with the open meeting law.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes from October 27th. Could I get a motion for that?
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderman Kabaki and Alderman Madden. Any
harmony.
comments, questions, or concerns on the minutes in front of you? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Moving on to license approvals. Recommend approval of operators licenses. Do we get a motion on that?
Motion approved.
Yeah. Second, were there any attachments to any of this stuff? I mean, I know for the,
Any packet, they're not in a packet?
There's two there,
Just turned it on.
because they weren't in the,
Isabella and Thomas. Do you see those?
sort of, I mean,
Oh.
there's one for,
And then the other ones are separate, the next three that,
So the operator's license is separate, what we're doing right now.
right, it's
Right.
just two people.
right,
Oh, okay.
yep.
Questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Did you get the motions and seconds? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously. Next is recommend approval of an outside area. Recommend approval of outside area on the side of the building as part of the Class B licensed premise for the local on Hillendale until, from open till close.
And this one has no diagram, there's no information at all.
So I'll describe this one. I apologize. I thought that,
This one?
no.
No,
This is the other one.
Yeah, I couldn't get that all.
No, Mark.
So what it is, and I apologize, I thought it was in there. On the side of the building, there is like a little porch that people go out to smoke on. And it just allows them to take their drink when they smoke, and it's literally right outside. It's like a 5x5 area. It's not that big.
This is open to close and it's,
It's the same area that.
is it for
JD's
food
used.
and seating and,
No, it's literally people go out there to have a cigarette and they
Just
just
like-
stand and have their beer while they're having a cigarette. It's the same area that JD's used for it.
So this is
Is
just so
that-
they can take their beer out with them when they have a cigarette?
yeah,
right? Do we want to review this after 6 months for noise or anything, or you want to just
You're
pass
welcome.
this?
You're welcome to do that.
I mean, because it's till close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that could be, I don't know how close to the house is there. I don't,
It's close enough, but like I said, it's the exact same area that JD's used for it and it had the exact same thing.
because if we approve this and there's problems with noise, we can't do anything till it comes up again, right?
Yeah, unless you want to revoke, and that's really
Yeah.
hard to do.
So we're better off doing a 6-month review and then extend it
Better
from that
doing it
point on?
up front than
Sure.
behind.
I mean, that's not a big deal, is that?
So-
It just,
Set the
Protect
north
the
side or
neighbors a little
south
bit?
side of the building.
This would be on when you're facing the building, it's
I
off
call
on
the east
left.
side, the front of the building towards Racine. That's what I call the east side, but
So the south.
These are the left as you
South
pull
side
in.
of the building.
be careful with the neighbor there because there's already been, that neighbor's been very concerned with the remodeling and stuff that's been going on already.
well, that's,
So
yeah, I can
What's he
understand.
concerned with?
it's different than it was before and more,
It's nicer. It's not any more room.
Well-
And actually, their outside premise last time, they used to license the whole backyard for pits, and they don't have that in their license this time. It's less obtrusive than it used to be.
but the neighbor was concerned when they started remodeling because they are adding venting outdoors and stuff, and no question whether there was enough screening on it and so forth. I know was part of that.
well, I think I agree
question.
with Rob.
Remodeling is
Yeah, just do
temporary.
a
A
6
review's
month.
in order,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
It was very
just to
much
be
in order.
safe, because the only reason I bring it up is because it's past 11 o'clock and we try to keep things to a
Yep.
noise
fine.
minimum.
So
Do,
you want to grant it and then issue it for 6 months?
Well, review at 6 months,
Right.
and then if there's any problems, I think we probably should do the same thing on the renew for 6 months as well. It's a yearly thing, is that what it is?
Yeah.
But then it doesn't matter, it comes up, we'll see if there's any complaints.
Literally, it's going to come up in 6 months in July anyway. Don't these all renew in July?
True, yeah,
Yeah, July 1st, June 30th, they all end.
yeah.
So where
So
are
should we
at?
just leave it until then? Otherwise, you're going to have it 6
But
months.
John, it's your area, what do you think?
It's 6 months, we'll bring it up a month before we renew, and then you'll have to
Yeah,
renew.
it makes sense to just leave it alone till it'll have to renew. in
And we're
July.
going into winter months anyway, so.
And I don't think he's opening anytime, no.
Yeah.
I haven't heard, last I heard, he wasn't in any hurry to open yet.
That beer gets
Yeah,
too
if it's
cold
6 months,
outside.
then I shouldn't have brought it up, I was thinking it's a year.
So
You're okay with it without a
We'll leave it the way it is.
review question?
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's gonna, they have to
it automatically
reapply.
comes back in 6 months.
Okay.
So I need somebody to bring that to the floor.
Motion to approve.
All right.
Second,
Any further discussion?
we did that already.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Recommend approval of a Class B license to sell fermented malt beverages as intoxicating liquors for Moo Inc. 2, DBA Milk Can Hamburgers and Custard located on Janesville Road. License premise to include a 32 by 18 foot 8-inch, that's precise, patio area on the south side of the building, 7 a.m. until midnight.
And again, this comes up in 6 months.
Yeah, somebody can make the motion on.
Move to approve.
Second.
All right, yeah, and this would come, all these are going to be coming up again in July for first renewal.
And this is the diagram that we have.
This was the
Yeah,
diagram,
Okay,
yes.
Sorry, I had it
Okay.
wrong, yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what he had that room before.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Recommend approval of outside area on the east side of the building as part of the Class B license premise for Pops Marketplace LLC on Janesville Road from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Discussion?
Is that just going to be, there's not a patio, it's just an open area,
It's
right?
an area that's actually, it's going to be enclosed, like a fence or something, but
Okay.
it's a designated area. Because right now, he doesn't classify himself as a restaurant, although he may be able to do that going forward. So he has to designate an area outside that minors cannot come in unaccompanied. So if he was a restaurant, he could license the whole premise, and then say 2 high school kids could go there on a date. They just couldn't drink, but they could be in that area. Now, since he wouldn't fall under that classification, he needs to designate an area outside, and they are not allowed in there without their guardian.
Okay. All right.
Same rules as a bar,
Yep.
essentially. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Passes unanimously. New business, recommend a letter of credit reduction for Pellman Farms LLC.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Recommend approval of independent contractor agreement for inspection services.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
This is the same thing
Renewal-
we've been doing.
Renewal of our existing contract.
And it's okay to go with no bids? Okay.
Yeah, it's not construction. And I changed it to kind of get everything else in there that I thought we needed.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously. Voucher approval.
Motion to approve utility vouchers in the amount of $65,781.77.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
Motion to approve tax vouchers in the amount of $6,288.50.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously.
Motion to approve general fund vouchers in the amount of $909,712.48.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
And motion to approve wire transfers for payroll transmittals in the amount of $363,716.61.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously. There is no finance director's report. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned at 5:25.